Here we have two of probably some of the best G.I. Joe figures to come out recently. These are probably the newest ones I have. Besides, I do have two Bats and two Vipers from the Python Patrol. But first of all, this figure's fire. This figure's even better. Who is this? I always forget his name. I called him old guy with a beard on Instagram. Outback. This guy is absolutely fire. Stalker is fire too. I don't have the scarf on him. I want to do a cloth version because the other one's really bulky. But Outback, this old man Outback is fire. Like this, I'm surprised people aren't swapping this head on everybody they see like they did that one old man Hawkeye head. They put that old man Hawkeye on every figure ever. And it's probably because of the headband, honestly. This headband, it wasn't there. I feel like people will put this head on everything. Like literally any character, Batman especially, Superman, they put that old man Hawk. They ran that shit into the ground. I actually ended up selling that head for like $35 too. That's crazy. But this old man Outback is sick as fuck. Like it's really fire. And I like it too because it's easy to get. Like I haven't seen people like clamoring for it. Like people are able to get it. People are actually sharing and they're buying it for people. It's pretty nice. Nice sentiment, especially coming from the Major Blood days when that fucker was impossible to get. And the troopers, the Cobra Troopers, that first set was impossible to get. Just kind of ridiculous. It was kind of ridiculous. But yeah, these new ones are easier to get. And this guy does not disappoint. The G.I. Joe line does not miss. I promise you, if you get into this line, you can start here. You can backtrack. Everything is available. All of it's easy to get now. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But this line doesn't miss. They absolutely kill it with the details. This guy has a flashlight, big-ass knife. This gun is sick, too. This gun is dope. I like the design of it on camera. I like the design, but I also like the tape on the handle. I don't know why that's so dope to me. But that tape on the handle, and then you can also put effect pieces in here. I don't have any on my desk at the moment, but it's just absolutely sick. Like, it's ridiculous, honestly. It's ridiculous. The harness or web gear, whatever you want to call it, it looks like a harness, so I'm going to call it a harness. So for me personally, when I see these, even on Stalker, the thing that I do is I glue them in the front and I glue them in the back just so they stay in place and you still get all the range. You still get all the range you need. It just doesn't ride up. So it'll still crunch. It'll still do everything. It's out the way. It just doesn't move. So that's one thing I do. That's one of the first things I do when I get these figures. Back to the details on this guy, though. Like the Tiger logo, this old man head is sick. Pinless joints. I think this is one of the first. No, Stalker. I think Stalker might be one of the first pinless ones. So both of these guys are pinless. Stalker's web gear is kind of the same, but not really. It's the same design type. But same thing on Stalker. He gets all the articulation he needs. There's the crunch. And he crunches forward a lot, which I like. Crunches back pretty good. I like this figure a lot. I like this stone cold face he makes. He has. It's pretty sick. Stalker's pinless. They're both pinless. I like Stalker's gun a lot, too. I like how he has the extended mag. And I like how this silencer is the same like shape as the gun. That's really awesome to me. Mine droops a little bit, but it's the same shape as the gun, so that's sick. I like that a lot. Also like how not only do you have storage for that, because we did get one figure where he has a silencer, but there's no storage for it. So it's pretty sick to see that there's storage for the silencer. I know Snake Eyes had it too. He also has a big-ass knife. Camera. He also has a big-ass knife, so that's awesome. A couple things I just noticed on here was like right here. Right here, this is a sculpted-in knife. I don't know why that exists, but it's there. No, we don't like molded-in guns and weapons. That's weird. Also, really like his gun. This big-ass gun is dope. You can take the ammo, the magazine out, or whatever this is. Ammo. I was going to say ammo canister. You can take this clip magazine thing out. It's pretty dope. Same thing with Tiger Force. Who is this? Tiger Force Outback? I see, I told you. I always forget his name. Clip comes out. That's one thing I also love about this line. I would like it more if the guns were more modular. I know the Cobra officers have a gun there. What is it? The little AK-47, the little flashlight, scope piece comes off. That's sick. But imagine how dope it would be. Like, say that came off, you could put it on here. This scope came off, I could put it on here. Stuff like that. Just little modular pieces like that would be fire. But yeah, these figures are dope. These are absolutely some of my favorite figures. Stalker was my favorite. Actually, Spear was my favorite until, excuse me, let's start at the beginning. Snake Eyes was my favorite. Then it was Duke. Then it was the Bats were my favorite. And then the Amazon Roadblock was my favorite. And then it was Spirit. And then it was Stalker. And then it's Outback. Those are some of my favorites from the line. Like, they just, this G.I. Joe line does not miss. It's just absolutely fire. Like, and you can't stop me from wanting to put a G.I. Joe figure in a crouch pose. It's just like what they're meant for. They look the best in them. Because this guy, like, you can get him looking down sight and everything. So that's absolutely fire. And this little shorty gunny guy, it's like a shorty M16 look like, kind of. It's fire. It's dope. I like, and I usually cut straps off, but this one doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. But even in that little pose like that, just look at that. Absolutely sick. But yeah, this is a double review. I know some of y'all like these. I'm going to keep these going. So I'm going to review, I'll probably review Joes and twos because I don't really collect a lot of legends anymore. Like, I get them if they're on clearance or whatever, but I don't just buy waves anymore. So I'll review these in twos and I'll do the imports and everything like that. Just so we can have a formula for it, you know. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you got these, if you can't find them, if you can, and I'm out.